Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zavagat.
This is our review of the Premier Toys 1/6 scale Leader of Marauders action figure. And this is Lord Humungus, or the Humungus. But there is the box. And it's kind of a cool picture. And it's actually a picture of the figure because you can see the joints and stuff. And wraps around on the side. And there's a look at the back. So now we'll open it up. We got asphalt that they can drive on.
Should I do the white line sound?
And there he is. Not a whole lot of plastic on him, just mostly on his face. But just from that, he's looking pretty good, I think.
Look at them thighs. Oh, they all thick thighs.
The veiny thighs. But there's a second layer. Has some hands and a base, and there's a microphone and a chain. Well, let's get it set up. Okay, so there he is, all stood up with all this stuff sitting around him. I'm having trouble talking. For this kind of character in that movie, he's got a lot of accessories, but they're ones that I'm glad they included. Like, they got his trident spear thing. I don't know what kind of weapon you'd call that. It's made of metal.
Barbecue fork.
And it's sharp. Barbecue fork? It's got a microphone for him to talk into, but no one's going to hear him because it's cut off at the end.
They could have at least given it a longer wire so it was fine.
He's got a really long chain. He's got the box with his revolver and stuff in it. We'll look at that closer. He's got 6 alternate hands. And he's got his base. And I guess this kind of an accessory is a removable cape that he just wears sometimes. So that's cool. And I think overall, just real quick, I think he looks pretty good for a Humungus figure, 6 scale figure. If I just kept him like this, didn't do anything to him, I think he'd be pretty good. But I'll probably do some customizing.
Yeah, you probably will.
Yeah. Although, I heavily customized my Wes, but I never did anything to Max yet. Just because I haven't been doing a whole lot of customizing lately. So, I said all kinds of things I wanted to do. I think I said that in the Mad Max review. But I haven't done it yet. But, yeah, I ain't gonna complain that he's not seamless. Because we knew that going in when we bought it. And even with it not being seamless, it looks pretty good. Like, only his elbows really stand out a lot to me. Like, his knees don't look too bad other than they're slightly...
Well, I mean, if you bend them, they're probably going to look funny.
Well, yeah. But still, it's not too bad for a visible joint body. And his suit looks pretty good. Zombie noticed his shorts, and it seems like he has more like wrestling black underwear, and not shorts.
Yeah, they're like little hot pants.
Yeah. And I'm guessing these are bigger to cover up his thigh joints. Most likely what that's for. One thing you could do with the shorts is just push them up a little bit. It kind of works. It's more right. But it still goes up here too far.
Yeah.
I'll have to look up pictures, but it's looking like his outfit's pretty accurate. And for most of the movie, he doesn't have this on. I think he wears it when he's driving. Maybe there's other times, I can't remember. But he looks really good. He even got his scraggly hair, which is very noticeable in the movie because they have a close-up on it. He got his weird neck brace with real springs on it, which is cool. I assumed they were sculpted, but they're real springs.
It's probably something else to watch out for. They don't have to break them off.
Yeah. And they even did little things where they got this string wrapped around his boot, which I never noticed that, but I'm guessing it's probably there. So that's kind of cool. If it wasn't there, I wouldn't even noticed. Because, like I said, I don't remember. And got some real chains. Oh, and all these little rivets are like, they feel like metal spikes. I'm not sure if they actually are metal, but they feel like it. These are just plastic, but they're a little bit pointy. So that's cool. What's going on back here?
Flaps.
Leathery butt flaps. So I took the cape off. The one thing good about the cape is it covers these joints up on his shoulders. So that might be one reason to keep the cape on if you're not planning on getting a TB League Fison body. Maybe an Arnold M35 or something. The only problem is I don't think the color will match very well, because it's kind of, that body's kind of has an odd color to it. The Fison one, it's sort of like a
Weird beigey.
yeah. It's like tan. It's supposed to be tan, but it almost has a grayish tan or something. I don't know how to explain it. It's a weird skin tone. But you may be able to get pastels and fix that problem.
Is that one tall enough?
I don't know. I've got one. Well, I've got a couple, so I'll try it. And so I stood the M35 body next to Humungus, and as you can see, the Humungus figure is taller. The shoulders are up higher, and if you take the head off, you can see the neck's up much higher too. Humungus is wearing boots, and they will raise him up just a little bit higher, but still, it's not much. So I don't know, and you can see how different the skin tone is. But like I said, that could possibly be fixed with pastels. So I switched the boots and the feet, and now they're pretty close to the same height. But remember, when Humungus had the boots on, he was actually taller. So the M35 is still going to be a little shorter. You could get the extenders, leg extenders though, I guess. It feels like the M35 ankle joints are a little too small for the holes. They're really close, but they're a little small, so you might need to put some sticky tack or something in there to get it a little tighter. I tried sticking one of the hands on, and the hole's a little bigger on Humungus's hands, so it doesn't stay on real tight. And obviously you can see the skin color difference there. The head does not want to pop on to the M35, so I think you might have to either switch the connector or maybe cut a little bit out of the hole of the neck connector to get it to fit. So because of those issues with switching to a TB League body, I'm not going to do that in this video. If I do end up doing that, I'll make a separate video. I did see that someone else did it though. I forget the YouTuber's name, but someone did it. I'm probably gonna try it, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I might just end up sticking with the body he comes with. Now, we're looking at pictures of it. These flaps are kind of hard to see in pictures. The ones we were looking at, probably watch scenes from the movie and see better. But they almost look more like felt or something. But maybe it would have worked better. But like I said, we couldn't really see it that well, so maybe not. But there's like some shading on his skin. Looks pretty good. Oh, those joints don't look good back there. But I imagine you're probably not going to see them the way you display them. His boots are nice and weathered looking. Got some blood on the one boot.
There's blood on both.
Oh yeah, there's. What's he been doing? Kicking people?
Stomping them.
I like his mask too. I think I pictured it more silver, but I think that might be right. Because it's definitely not like chrome or anything. If you look close on the mask, you can see the wire mesh in the little square holes. So that's a cool detail they added. One minor thing I want to mention is, isn't there something wrong with one of his eyes, like his right eye or something? Like the scene where he's about to shoot the truck with his revolver, it kind of looks like his eye is all messed up. But that's just a minor thing. I love that head, the back of the head. Then here's a look at his case. Looks like it's made of wood, but I don't think it's actually, where is it? I think it's plastic. And it feels like wood almost. But it's got some real metal hinges. And I have to check the scene to see how accurate all this is, but I mean, it looks like it's probably going to be accurate with how much detail there is there.
Mm-hmm.
You've got all these little bullets in there.
And missing holes.
Yeah. That's cool. Oh, there used to be I just remember there was a photo in here of like an old black and white photo of a couple or something, or a girl, I can't remember. So that's one thing it's missing, but that'd be easy to print out. Yeah, that's really cool, look detail on that.
Yeah, so it's a nice little item.
Even like this red liner, that's cool. Okay, so I printed out the photo. I just took some screenshots from the scene and then used Photoshop to fix what was missing. And I think that works pretty good. One thing while doing that, I noticed that the skull is different in the movie. The skull is more like one of those Nazi skulls. Still, this is close enough, I guess. I'm fine with it not being the exact skull. Also, there's a lot more bullets missing, but I'm fine with having them in there. And here is his spear. And it looks like the handle is maybe like a thigh bone or something. It's real metal. It's not super sharp, but still, I think you have to be careful with it. It's got blood on it, so I'm guessing it's that Poppy Gallo or whatever his name is that spears with it during the big chase. And then the microphone. It's actually got some weathering on it. Cut off wire.
He picks it up and goes, "Hey, everybody."
He says, "Do not walk this way." And then he starts walking all weird. Do not walk this way. I hate it when people do that. Only I can do that. And there's a super long chain. I guess this is for Wes to wrap around him. I forget if he does anything else with a chain. There he is, getting ready to throw the spear. So that's just what I'm going to call it, a spear. I like that thing. I'm probably going to have that in his hand. Well, I don't know. I kind of like his revolver too. But this,
Yeah, I don't know.
this is more different. There he is aiming his revolver. Try to get it kind of like how he aimed it in the movie with both hands in front of him like that. That's very cool. Some figures you wouldn't be able to get his arms in. So that's cool, you can do it with this one.
He wears that mask because the kickback makes the gun smack him in the face. He had to protect himself.
Not because of the seemingly burned, deformed face.
No.
And there he is holding his microphone with a cut cord. Telling everybody they need to just walk away or whatever.
Hello, is this on? Can anyone hear me?
Are you good?
But, is that a cut or is that a jack? It looks like it's just a wire. But that's one customization I could do. I probably won't, because I don't think I'm going to have him holding this. Although, once again, I don't know, because I think of him using that.
Did you notice that wire has like the lettering printed on the side of it?
No? Oh, yeah, it does. But that'd be an easy fix to just get one of them black wires and just cut that off and stick it in there,
Maybe
probably.
make a big long one.
But still, I don't know if I will. Maybe. Damn camera keeps washing out. Stop it! And there he is next to the Premier Mad Max. So they're both made by the same company. Now, I haven't modified this one at all. So that's basically how they look. And I do like that Humungus is much bigger. Because I always picture him being bigger than everybody.
Humungus?
Yeah. Should be.
I mean, it kind of comes with the name.
Yeah, a little bit. Here is the Dark Toys Max. This is the one that I like a little better. But his head's a little big. And he needs some other adjustments that I have not done yet. I've seen some people online do some customizations to the Dark Toys one that turned out really good. I was going to attempt to do that. At least some of them.
Someday.
Yeah. And here's the Premier Toys Wes, which he is really modified a lot. He's on a new body, so I don't know what the height of the Premier used to be for him. I think it may have been a little shorter.
Yeah, I think he is slightly taller because I remember you trying to make his belly thing fit right.
Yeah. Well, that looks cool seeing them together. And they're the 3 Premier Toys Road Warrior figures.
If you can make the other 2 look as good as you made Wes look, you have a really nice lineup for that movie.
Yeah. But hopefully I actually get to it.
Sure, well, someday, maybe someday I'll get to take vacation. We can have time off to do stuff, but
Yeah. There's the 3 of them, except switched out Max to the Dark Toys version. And there's Humungus with a chain attached to Wes's neck. Now I know Wes has a collar on that the chain is attached to, but I haven't made a collar for him yet. So there's the Humungus next to the sideshow Jason Voorhees. So you have some similarities. The hockey mask and the bald head. Sometimes Jason has some scraggly hair, sometimes he don't.
he's leather daddy Jason.
I guess try out articulation. I don't know if it's supposed to move with his head. Probably not.
Be careful where it's attached.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The shoulders, some little extra articulation there. And then his elbows, like that. And then his wrist joints, usual hinge, and they can spin. Then there's the joint under his boobs, but it might be limited by his strappy thing. Yeah, I don't want to move it too much. I don't want to rip them or damage them. The hips, do a split, kick, twist, double jointed knees, and then down at the ankles. These are plastic boots, so well, it still moves around pretty well for plastic boots. Doesn't feel like it tilts or anything. But his articulation's alright. Pretty good. I think you could do most of what you'd want to do with him. So I was trying to see if his mask would come off. Like, it didn't feel like it could, but I thought maybe the straps are so tight, but I don't think it's meant to come off. I think it's glued on. I don't want to mess anything up, because I imagine there's not much to see under there anyway. It's probably not finished. And there's the kind of neck he has if you take the collar off. So there's a joint at the bottom of the neck too. Actually, it looks like his throat was in the back. There we go. They had his throat in the back. That had to be uncomfortable. Okay, so I think he's pretty well done for being a jointed figure, like visible joint figure. I really like the mask sculpt of it. I liked that they gave real springs on his collar. All them little spiky rivets all over his codpiece and arm guards and whatever. Pretty good.
There's really detailed little gun box.
Yeah. There's some shading that's pretty good on his skin if you keep his body. And I really like his weapon, the spear thing. Got some blood on it.
I think he's pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to keep his cape on or off. If you want to hide the joints on his shoulders, it'd be good to have it on.
I kind of like the cape, but I don't like the texture of the fabric on the inside, so I don't know.
It's a little shiny. I mean, you could put something in there, but I think his outfit's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
We're saying his shorts are a little big. You could just roll them up or something, or get him different shorts. Yeah, I like all the scraggly hairs on his head. They're really good.
Reminds me of Jebediah.
they still make some more characters from this movie. I'd love to have the Gyro Captain, maybe Toady, the Warrior Woman. I'd also really like to have just one of those guys that's got the helmet on and the mask covering his face, sunglasses, just that sort of standard Marauder look. Be cool to have one of them too. So for what he is, I think he's pretty good figure.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's probably a little better than Wes before we modified him. But Wes is a little more complicated, so you have to take that into account, I guess. But, yep, I really like him. If you're a fan of the Mad Max series, I think he's worth getting. And especially if you think you can modify him and make him even better, even more reason to get him.
Or even if you're just a fan of men in leather harnesses and boots with socks.
Yeah. He is cool looking. He's running around in his underwear. Well, this is Chief Cheese.
And up again.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Just walk away. You will leave unharmed, and we will get the gasoline.
What? We can't hear you.
Boss, your wire, it's...
Silence, you insolent dog. Do not interrupt my speech.
Fine, carry on, whatever.
As I was saying, just walk away. Man, I had this whole speech, and the only part I can remember is just walk away. But I'm just going to improvise. Yeah, leave this place, and we will not harm you. You have my word.
We can't hear you. What are you saying? Speak up. Are you looking for directions? Are you looking for that really cool rock? Yeah, about 2 miles east, there's a really, really cool rock. It's really big, it's really cool. You think you're looking for that really cool rock we seen? It is really cool. That's probably what they want. About 2 miles east, really cool rock. Go check it out. It really is a nice rock. I hope they find it. It's pretty cool sight to see. I mean, it's an okay rock. It's okay.